Khabib Nurmagomedov has officially retired from MMA, leaving the lightweight title vacant, so that leaves two people to fight for this title, and that's going to be Charles Oliveira and Michael Chandler. This will take place at UFC 262 on May the 15th. Charles Oliveira comes into this fight with a record of 30 wins, 8 losses and 1 no contest, while Michael Chandler comes into this contest as 22 wins and 5 losses on his record. So getting into the breakdown now, we'll start with Charles Oliveira and looking back at his fight against Tony Ferguson. His stand-up really improved in this fight. He looked like a different fighter on the feet. His pressure was amazing, his takedowns were even better, his whole game, his top game on the floor, and like the whole fight was just perfect by him. So looking into this Michael Chandler fight now, he looks like a type of fighter like Khabib would be, pressurizing, so he's definitely going to take that into the next fight in my opinion. With Charles Oliveira having the most submission wins in the UFC, he's going to look to try and get to the floor. Even though Michael Chandler has good takedown defense, with Oliveira striking coming on leaps and bounds in his UFC career, he can mix up his striking and his takedowns to make this fight get to the floor. Once it's down on the floor, I know Michael Chandler's good on the floor, but Charles Oliveira's on a different level, I think. With the submissions, he can get you from anywhere, so that's going to be his game plan in this fight, in my opinion. When we look back at the Charles Oliveira-Tony Ferguson fight, we've seen that Charles Oliveira has got a gas tank at 155. 145, he seemed to gas because of the weight cut. But with this new division that he's fighting in, the 155 division, he looks like he can go for 10 rounds. So he's going to try, well, in my opinion, he should try and test Michael Chandler's gas tank. I know Michael Chandler's very experienced and he can go the 5 rounds, which he has gone before. But let's try it with this new kind of competition in the UFC. Let's see if he can put on the pressure against Michael Chandler and make him gas out. With Michael Chandler's build being very compact, he is very good at wrestling. He's got power, but his wrestling is probably his main factor about his fighting style. So Charles Oliveira is going to be wary of that takedown, but I don't think he should be scared of them takedowns. With his submission game, that's his game. He can get you from anywhere, like I said. So if Michael Chandler shoots for a takedown, don't be scared of being taken down, because he can do anything off his back, and he can also probably flip the position and get on top as well, which will put him in a very good spot to win this fight. Charles Oliveira is also taller than Michael Chandler and has a 3-inch reach advantage. When I say that he should put the pressure on Michael Chandler, he needs to put the pressure on, but also stay out the range of Michael Chandler's power. He can do this by throwing in some kicks and utilising his striking and staying out of that range just a little bit, so Michael Chandler can't hit him, but Charles Oliveira can do his damage. Now we're going to get into how Michael Chandler can win this fight. He needs to pressure Oliveira. I know I've been saying that Oliveira needs to pressure Chandler, but it's also the other way around. If you watch the Dan Hooker fight that Chandler had, he pressurised him. He didn't let him have a bit of time just to steady himself. Chandler did that, made Hooker a little bit flustered and caught him with a lovely strike to knock him out. So even though Oliveira's going to look to pressure, Chandler's going to need to pressure Oliveira and keep him on the back foot the whole fight. With Chandler having the power that he has an amazing right hand, and he's got power in both hands, because he did finish Dan Hooker with a left strike. So with him having power in both hands, he needs to test Oliveira's chin, because he has been finished before. He's been finished by the likes of Max Holloway and Paul Felder. So he is, he doesn't really quit. I know Michael Chandler has come out and said that he is a quitter, but he has been finished. He's also been submitted with his great ground game. You wouldn't think he had been submitted, but he has been submitted quite a few times by the likes of a guillotine, or I think it's been a triangle choke as well that he's been submitted by. So he has been submitted. Michael Chandler's got a great ground game as well, so he could try and mix in a few submissions if he does manage to get a takedown as well. With Oliveira having a 3-inch reach advantage, Michael Chandler needs to get into Oliveira's face and make this dogfight. He needs to make it ugly, because if he does make it ugly and he just mixes in a few takedowns, even if he just feints the takedowns to get Oliveira's hands down, it will open up opportunities for him to land big damage. And as you can see, he can knock people out. Michael Chandler, he's done it in the past, and he's done it in his first fight in the UFC. But we'll see how this one goes. It's a very, very close fight. In my opinion, I've got Charles Oliveira win this fight by decision. I think that Michael Chandler, even though he's a very accomplished fighter in Bellator, he's just not that caliber yet to face someone like Charles Oliveira and beat him on the tear that he's been on. Like, he's just absolutely destroyed Tony Ferguson out of nowhere, really. I know he's been on a couple of fight win streaks now, but to beat Tony Ferguson in that manner, it looked like something Khabib would do against Tony Ferguson, and we all thought how that fight was going to go. That was going to be a close fight between Khabib and Tony Ferguson, but Charles Oliveira just really sealed it and sealed how that fight would go anyway if it did happen. So yeah, that's my opinion for this fight. It's going to be Charles Oliveira by unanimous decision. If you agree with my decision of Charles Oliveira winning by decision, then please leave it in the comments. Or if you disagree with my decision, if you think that Michael Chandler is going to win by a certain way, please leave that in the comments as well, because I'll be very interested to see what you guys think. If there are any other fights you want me to break down and predict, leave them in the comments also, and I will get around to doing that very quickly. So I want to thank you for watching. Please like, subscribe, and I'll catch you in the next video.